The alien commander couldn't stop laughing. "They throw metal sticks," he said, shaking his head as the War Council watched footage of human tanks and missiles. "That's not warfare, it's a tantrum." The others joined in, chuckling at Earth's outdated weapons. But they didn't know Earth had one more tantrum left, a silent one that traveled faster than sound. For centuries, Earth had been under surveillance by the Varnock Empire. Finally, they decided to strike. A fleet of their dreadnoughts appeared over the skies like angry gods, massive and glowing with blue plasma veins. The world held its breath. Cities darkened. Satellites blinked out. The Varnock broadcast a message: surrender or vanish. Most governments scrambled to negotiate. One didn't. Deep in the Nevada desert, an old U.S. military base, long shut down and written off as junk tech storage, powered up. Inside, a weapon humanity had never dared to test in public hummed to life. It had no flashy missiles, no dramatic launch. Just a long steel rail, magnets, and a projectile the size of a soda can. "Let's show them what a tantrum looks like," whispered Colonel Mara Hayes. One shot. One warning. The first Varnock cruiser approached Earth's orbit like a predator. They expected resistance, perhaps a futile missile barrage or a weak laser array. What they got was silence. Then a blink of light. Then, devastation. The railgun slug punched through the cruiser at Mach 10, slicing through its core like a ghost. It didn't explode. It imploded. With no heat signature, no sound, and no warning, the ship disintegrated. On Varnock command, laughter turned into stunned silence. "What was that?" one officer gasped. "Nothing," the commander muttered, wide-eyed. "Literally nothing." The rest of the fleet hesitated, unsure whether to advance. Earth didn't wait. Railgun batteries from 4 hidden sites launched simultaneously. One slug pierced a ship's power core, causing it to detonate like a dying star. Another ripped off an engine, sending the dreadnought into a slow, spiraling death fall into the Pacific. "They never knew what hit them," Mara said, watching the feeds. "And that's the point." The Varnock retaliated. Plasma beams scorched the skies, burning clouds into steam. Cities shuddered under shockwaves, but Earth held. What the aliens didn't expect was humanity's stubbornness. In underground labs, engineers improvised targeting systems using old smartphones. Farmers converted tractors into missile platforms. Teenagers hacked alien frequencies, blaring music and confusing enemy AI. "You brought war to Earth," one kid shouted over a hijacked broadcast. "Welcome to the jungle." Mara's team received a message from the Varnock flagship. "What is this technology?" "You were primitives." She smiled. "We are. But even cavemen hit hard when you corner them." Then she aimed the final railgun at the flagship. As the flagship charged its doomsday cannon, Earth's last slug launched. It moved too fast for their sensors. It slammed into the cannon mid-charge. The Varnock ship tore apart from the inside, a bright nova flashing in the night sky. All across Earth, people stood and stared. Quiet. Then cheering. The sky rained alien debris. The war had turned in 10 minutes. The surviving Varnock ships fled. "They're mad," their commander whispered. "They fight like they have nothing to lose." Another replied, "Or everything to protect." Back on Earth, Mara stood alone on the scorched desert floor as cleanup drones zipped above. The weapon had cooled. It wasn't just the gun, she told reporters. It was the idea. That humans don't give up. We innovate. We punch back. The world slowly rebuilt. The alien threat had awakened something ancient in humanity, a need to fight back, not with hate, but with hope. "We don't always win," Mara said during a broadcast, "but when we do, it's with style." Earth wasn't just a backwater planet anymore. It was the one that made gods bleed.